What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of Breaking Impossibilities. Man, we've been on fire lately, and check this out. We got another special guest just for you. We are going to be going through a whole lot of depths of overcoming adversity, breaking those impossibilities, drug addiction, jail, institutions, the streets, whatever it is, man. This has helped you to get out of the rut, man. And we got one of the most fabulous, right? We got a town legend, man, and I appreciate you for coming on, man. We got
I appreciate you sharing your platform with me to for us to dig in and dive in something that means so much to both of us, you know. And I really admire, you putting yourself out there to the public about some of the things that you've been through for impactful reasons. Not to to show out or show off, but to say, hey man, this is what I've been through, and there's some people out there that need to hear my story so they can believe in themselves enough to do the things that they need to do for themselves to be able to get their lives back on track as well.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. And that's what Breaking Impossibilities is all about.
Well, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We use real life stories to help people grow and break those impossibilities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I come from a long family history of drug addiction.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that feeling, man. I used to wake up in my mother's house, right, as a kid, maybe 8, 9 years old, and I can remember vividly finding syringes in the house. Right, and ask my mother, like, when I find it, what's this? And she would always blame it on my uncle. You get what I'm saying? And he had something to do with it as well, but she never took personal responsibility to be able to say, I have a drug problem, son, and these things that you need to stay away from when you get older. Her lacking to take responsibility for that may have
caused a disruption.
Yeah, a disruption. You know what I mean? Later on, for sure, when I realized what was going on and found out, like, damn, my mama get high too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
I understand the importance of being honest with whatever it is you're going through from that. Sometimes our hurt ain't really hurt. It's just hurting in that moment.
Yeah.
But it's also teaches us something that we need to know about life later.
Hey, for real, man. And man, the reason why I was laughing, man, was because of relation to exactly what you was talking about.
Most definitely.
I mean, same thing, bro. Finding the syringes, but I was so a fool with it.
Yeah,
I would take the syringes and I would squirt all that shit out. Squirt it out.
Right.
And then my mama wouldn't say nothing, but when I did ask, she would always blame it on my uncle.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Some crazy stuff. And what's so impactful about it is that the things that I had to go through to endure and the things that I had to witness, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was just telling somebody on the pod too, man, it's just like, you know what I mean? My mama wasn't a bad mom, but she might have looked like a bad person to society. But we was never in the system. Right. Yeah, she made some bad choices.
Man, I agree to that. I'm thankful for that.
But you know what I mean? I don't know what foster care, group homes, or none of that shit look like.
None of that look like.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I know what the streets look like. I know how cold it is. I know what the concrete feel like. I know what it is to feel hungry and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And I just could super relate to that, man, because that really caused a disruption for me.
Can I share something that's extremely painful now, today as an adult, right?
What's up, family? You know content is currency. And with Kraken Media, the #1 Bay Area video marketing agency that creates high-impact videos, ads, and clips that drive attention and result and creates real business attention. They have nationwide services. All you have to do is DM Kraken Media and let them know Breaking Impossibilities sent you to get the best deal possible.
I work with kids, inner city kids at the most high risk, you know what I mean, the gunners, we would say, you know what I mean? And then I also work with something that's just bad because of the situation that they're being raised in. And to deal with their parents firsthand and seeing what their kids are going through based on what the parent is going through and how it trickles down. It's hurtful because I know this kid is going through it behind what the parent is going through, and they're judging the parent not for what they're going through, but for what they lack. Mm-hmm. And what they're not understanding is that, man, Just because I'm grown don't mean I'm grown. And just because I had you don't mean I'm in a position to take care of you financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And to understand that these kids might be being neglected by accident. And then you try to come in and you try to fill those voids because you know what those voids kind of look like based on the voids that you had. Understanding that now from a parent's point of view, as far as being a parent and also working with kids and trying to help the parent understand that we didn't. You're right. When you said that, it made me look at it like, you're right, man. I may have been hurt, but I didn't go through certain hurts. But are we right for measuring hurt? Because hurt is hurt. And no matter if you go to a group home or if you stay in a fucked up home, excuse my language,
No, you good.
you still going through something.
Yeah.
And some of these kids are being blessed with having the opportunity to go to group homes, to be around other individuals that can teach them something different about life other than what they're learning from parents that hasn't had the opportunity to learn something different about life, to teach them something different about life. So, you know what I'm saying? So in some cases, group homes is not good for a kid, but in some cases it is, because it gives you the opportunity to get away from the things that's hurting you, even though you're gonna be hurt that you missing them, but it also gives you the opportunity to learn life differently.
And you know, I think that the experience with the group homes and stuff like that range on a huge scale of being extremely bad to worse, right?
And it could be just from someone no longer being in position to take care of you.
For sure. 100%. And that's where it's like you measuring the worst. What's worse? Oh, I'm gonna be at home with my parents. No, nobody. To be absolute, nobody. But then I go to this group home, and you know, I've heard a lot of stories. People go to group homes, they get raped, they get bullied, they get all these different things, you know. And it's just like, but what I think the issue is, if my opinion, and I love the controversy, right? I've been getting real controversial on here. Is I think the wrong people
are running group homes. You want me to tell you why? Because you got people running group homes that don't come from what that looks like for the kids.
Hey, controversy.
So you got people who's running a business. And not a home.
They see numbers, not people.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
100%. So it takes for somebody who's been through what that kid going through to care enough to put that kid in an environment that they can be successful in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You can't send a kid to a group to a person who only wants to see that kid as a denomination.
Come on now.
You get what I'm saying? And 100%. Expect that kid to be okay.
And I think what's important is that the group homes, you know, I think they're getting a little better now, because I work in the community. I work, you know, with kids, and I work with adults. I work with everybody, right? And I think what I've been seeing a lot more is there's a lot more programs within inside the program. Meaning, but like for instance, right? Say me and you get a group home going.
It's going to be a lot different than others.
One, it's going to look a lot different. Two, we going to put a lot of things in place for entrepreneurship, trades. You big heavy on you, man. I see you was posting real early about the bid for the longshoremen. Hey, get on this.
I got 25 people. I got 25 people that hit me that said,
"Thank you.
I'm only on this list because of how much you pushed it." Not because I cared about it until I see how much you cared about it.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying? And that's just knowing. That's just me saying, man, I'm personally, I'm too old for this.
But that's something I wanted to do, though.
But that's something I would have loved to do.
Come on.
I see this where people got boats, big cars, big houses. So some of these youngsters that I care so much about, I want you to jump on this opportunity, because this opportunity can change your life. It can take you out these streets. It can give you more than these streets can give you if you just sign up. I ain't asking you to do nothing else.
You don't even have to care about it right now.
And it ain't nothing to care about right now, because it's gonna take you 1 to 5 years to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
But
sign up. Put yourself in the position to get in the game.
Yeah,
Not put yourself in position to get out the game. And it takes you 5 minutes. You go Instagram all day. It took you 2 minutes to do that link. Boop, 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 and bam.
Man, I went even the furthest. I was signing people up. I'm putting people's names in there.
Man,
I'm like, hey, you gonna be a longshoreman. Hey, you gonna be a longshoreman. What's that? Don't trip.
man.
I'm gonna check the list. If your name on it, I just need you to follow these
25 people
directions.
hit me, man, and told me thank you, man.
See what I'm saying? You changing lives, bro.
And it mean a lot to me because I'm not doing it for acceptance. You feel me? I ain't doing it to be liked. I'm doing it because I don't want to do nothing in life but be there for my people.
Come on.
I don't care about fancy things. I don't care about. I could have been walked away from what this area looks like and into some other things. I've had opportunities presented to myself that I turned down because it's going to take me away from my purpose. So is you giving me an opportunity or is you pulling me away from my purpose? My purpose means more to me than the position that you may be able to put me in. And the only reason you're willing to put me in that position is because at the end of the day, it offers something to you. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to be a leader. I'm trying to be an activist. I'm trying to be a stand-up guy to my community where I know it's lacked.
Can we rewind just a little bit?
Yes.
You gotta take trying out of it because you already doing it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
That,
you
man.
already doing it, man.
You know, so
you
that's my goal, man. I'm trying to be what I needed when I was going through the things that I was going through. When I was going through addiction, when I was going through just being a kid, man. You know, my father running in and out of prison, my mother being on drugs, me just starting to raise myself right around 12 years old. Since then, I've been so at a 12-year-old mind trying to make adult decisions for herself doesn't work. You know, I made a post earlier today, and it was, I don't want no kid to choose the streets.
Yeah,
I don't. But the ones who somewhat make it, somewhat survive, somewhat get something out of it, is the ones that's being groomed by other people who's been in this life, who's been through the ups and downs, who's got a nice flow of what this life looks like, and they grab somebody they see have full of potential and they guide them. Most of our youth are jumping off the sidewalk and into the street where it's speeding traffic and don't look both ways and don't know what's out there until they get out there. They don't know the rules, they don't know the expectations, and they don't know what come with it. They just know they're trying to take care of something that's going on inside of them right there at that moment, which our kids shouldn't be having to be concerned about if they gonna eat tonight, if they gonna have clothes, if they brothers and sisters gonna have something. Some of these kids are running out there into these streets not just for themselves, but for their siblings. And the only thing that they can see that can take care of it immediately is running behind they friends that's already showing them that, hey, if you do this, you can get a couple dollars. So they're willing to put themselves at risk of death or jail to take care of their siblings and themselves. In some cases, even their parents. You get what I'm saying? But we're punishing them for being put in positions that kids shouldn't be in. And then we're holding them responsible for making decisions that they shouldn't be in position to make as well. You know what I'm saying? So we are the ones that's truly letting them down. You get what I'm saying? We are the ones that's not acknowledging why they really outside because we judge before understanding.
Like this might be a little bit of the opposite, but I know last night I was talking to somebody and we was talking about the hood heroes, right? When we jump off that porch.
Right.
And like the OGs that are out there.
Right.
And judging and I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, if you're not living in it, keep your opinion out of it because you're just judging off of what you see.
Man,
and you know the man that's down there, and yeah, of course he's already settled into, you know, his business of selling dope or in the streets or whatever like that. But I know when I was going down to the corner of Fairfax and High Street or to the top of wherever, the OGs was like shushing me away. Man, get your ass up out of here, man. Go somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then but it's like, and then we talk talked about earlier too is about the kids not understanding or making the choice, right? And then I was just like, well, I did make the choice to keep coming back down there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I was put under a wing and was like, here, we're going to do this way. We're going to look, we're going to do it this way, right? But then what I'm getting to is like the mentorship, because when you jump off the porch and you run into the street and you ain't got no recollection of what's going on, you're going to get your ass smacked by these cars.
You need a mentor.
Yes, you need to have awareness.
That's what OG is supposed to be.
Yes.
Even if you mentoring me wrong, you're still making my possibilities of survival in this lifestyle strong.
Yes. And I'm not no way in shape or form am I promoting any of that. But the reality of it is because
If we're going to talk facts or we're going to talk fiction?
We're going to talk reality and
you get what
facts.
I'm saying?
Because,
facts.
Absolutely. Because 100% of the time, like, we don't have no control of these kids jumping off the porch.
They don't have no control.
We don't have no control of that. It's happening at a high speed rate.
And daily.
you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's trying to be somebody else.
And then, what makes it even worse now? When we was young, it wasn't being promoted through media to us.
Yes.
We only seen it because we walked outside and it was in front of us.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in music.
Yeah.
It wasn't in media.
Nah.
It wasn't in it wasn't in our idols and people that we look up to based on the things that they have in a professional setting to be. This is how they go about getting it. Mm-hmm. We didn't have that.
No.
Now
it definitely wasn't in your music as much as it started to be in my
your music. Yeah,
exactly.
And now, let me say that.
And now
it's the music.
It's all in the music.
The music.
It is the music, and it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like what? Like, oh, okay. So this is what we promoting because that's where the money is, and I've always believed in, where the most greed, power, race, and everything is always gonna be behind money.
Behind money.
You know what I'm saying? So how we gonna use this power and this money to make a positive change, and it's like, so it takes people like you, me, you know what I mean, everybody. And like I was telling you, like we was talking, man, huge shout out to Mr. Fab and everything that y'all doing over there with the dope era, man. You know what I mean? I gotta give y'all flowers, man, because y'all really like, it don't matter how bad Oakland look, man, y'all still out there running it up for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what they need. And they need these positive influences. Like I was telling you, I was a counselor in the city working with adults and stuff like that. But my passion has always been for kids. Because I want to be there for somebody like I didn't have that person there.
Exactly, for you,
like, my shit was like, I was coming outside on the porch and I couldn't even get $1 from my mama to get a red hot burrito and some bags of Cheetos, just a $2 hood meal.
Turf meal.
Yeah.
Turf meal.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get that. And then let alone a white tea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, hold on. I got to do it like this.
Who you going to listen to? The person that feeds you and clothes you or the person that's not?
I'm going right down to the street.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm figure out how to get this money in my pocket.
The same thing we went through is the same thing these kids are going through. It's just intensified. That's it, man. It's no difference. It's just levels to life. And destruction grows when it goes. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't found a way to stop being our own worst enemy. Because we all fighting to try to get out of a situation that none of us want to be in. And we don't know how to fight together, so we fight alone. And then when we fight alone, I mean we're fighting against everything around us. You get what I'm saying? They say you don't go in let's not even say white. You don't go in the rich folks' neighborhood and tear that up. Well, guess what? I don't even know how to get to where that is. And when I get there, I ain't gonna be able to do it because ain't nobody outside to do it with.
No. And plus you're gonna have 4 or 5 cars behind you by the time you get to the spot where it's juicy.
But it's easy for me to blend in and destroy where I come from because I look just like the people that's doing good, the people that's doing bad, and the people that's out here being self-destructive. We all look the same, man. We all come from the same problems and the same pain.
And what they don't really understand, and I'm gonna switch gears after this because everything that you've been through and came through and why you are here today. But what they don't understand is when they be like, oh, it'd be like, man, y'all fighting against each other. Y'all doing this. you know, it's a lot of black on black crime, or if you in the hood, it's this hood, you from this part of the street, you funking with this part of the street, right? It's all it is. But why, like you said, why don't you go to this rich neighborhood and do that? Well, because right now we in this circle and we in survival mode. And it's not that we out here and I'm out here trying to get at you. I'm trying to keep myself safe by you getting at me. So I'm gonna get at you first. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and that's where that circle is going around and round and round, and we need to come in with a hammer and smash that shit and break that shit. We need to break those generational cycles that's happening. And it's hard to do, especially, you know, with the influences, you know what I mean? And I'm always big on too, is if we all collaborate and network, man, we're gonna be able to reach just, and that's just 25 people that came back to you and talked to you about
that's just 25 people that said something. People. That doesn't mean that's all I affected. That's just 25 people. Exactly. That same amount of people say I didn't make the list. Yeah. But guess what? At least you signed up for it.
And now you know what it is. Now you planted that seed. And even with the 25 people, how many of their families did you positively affect?
From that later on when they get into working and all that.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's important to understand that, like, you might have 10 eyes on you, but what's behind those 10 eyes?
It's voices.
You know what I'm saying?
The voices make it go out more.
You know, and so it's important, man. But like, man, we touched on a lot of stuff already. But man, talk about like, man, I know you was 7 and 8 finding syringes with dope in it. Your mama blaming it on, man. How did that right there? What was that chord like? When your mama told you that, what was your first thought? You remember?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay, you was okay.
Yeah, like I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I probably was glad that she lied to me, because it probably would have been a lot more hurtful if she said it was her. Yeah. But when you find out your mom using drugs, once you realize it, I think it was more painful becoming an addict than it was knowing my mother was an addict.
Talk about it.
Because if my mother would have told me she was an addict, it might have gave me reason not to want to become an addict. Because she could have taught me from a place of openness and not from a place of don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't do drugs. Instead of saying, son, I do drugs. That's why we're in the situation we're in. When you have the opportunity to become a parent and an adult, if you do some of the things that I did as your parent, you're going to be the same parent I am to the next generation. So let me be honest with you about my drug use and what it's doing to us and how it's preventing me from being the mother that you need me to be. You get what I'm saying? And it might have made our relationship stronger, and it may have been able to give me a better understanding of why I should have stayed away from drugs. Growing up, I was an athlete. All my friends used drugs. You know, that's Grammys first came out. Some of them, you know, they might have been doing stuff. I never smoking weed. I never really tripped on using drugs. I ended up going to YA. And, you know, I like to be transparent about my story. I ended up going to YA, and when I got out of YA, I went to work furlough. And when I left, all my friends, we was hustling. When I got back, they was getting high. I used to be, man, suckers, woo, woo, woo. You feel me? Because it hurt me that my circle of friends we were still hustling. You know, when you first get high, you still getting some money. You just creating a drug habit. You building it up. You in your early stages of what that looks like for you without understanding the damage that it's going to do in the long run. So when you first get high and you think, damn, it didn't kill me, I'm still getting to some money, I can get high and still be okay. We don't know the road ahead of us. We don't understand that part. We think that I ain't going to be like him getting high. I'm going to be able to be okay because I'm seeing the end of his story from the eyes of the beginning of my story.
Yeah, and they don't understand that.
They don't understand that, right? So I got out, and we was in the 6 blocks up the street, man. It's crazy. We was in the house one night, and my friends was telling me how you could have sex all night off heroin. The first time I got high, I didn't get high to get high. I got high to go have sex all night long. Mm-hmm. Once I had sex all night long, it gave me a different standard of what I wanted sex to look like to me. So every time I wanted to go have sex, I made sure I got high. What I didn't understand was that after 3 or 4 days of consistent getting high, I was gonna wake up one morning and I didn't have a choice if I wanted to feel normal but go back and get high. I started getting high for sexual purposes, not for get high purposes. It became my lifestyle. I got high for 22 years. It ran me in and out of prison. It made me into a version of myself that I didn't even know was possible. I was being a person that I never knew I could be, all from trying something for the wrong reason. I tell these kids every day, the perk is the same thing as the heroin. It's giving you the same effect. It make you have sex for a long period of time. It takes away your conscience. It'll make you get out here and do damaging things to other people without caring about it. And then it's gonna wake you up saying you better go get enough money to be able to get you enough perks to get you through the day so that you can be somewhat of who you are inside physically, because without that you're not going to feel right physically. You know what I'm saying? So that was my initial introduction and reasons for wanting to use drugs for sexual purposes, not to please myself, but to be able to have all the girls saying fuck all night. We look for acceptance from so many other people instead of ourselves, that we're willing to do so many things that don't fit with what we think we should be doing for ourselves to be able to impress the eyes of others. And that happened to me, man. And I'm man enough to say that I ran in and out of jail and got high for 20-some years trying to live up to an image that I wanted other people to see me as, instead of just looking at myself and saying, who do I want to see me as? And do I want to see me as a drug addict? No, I didn't.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot, because one night turned into 22 years.
22 years, man.
You know what
And
I'm
let me
saying?
tell you something. You want to know the craziest part? Them 22 years went that fast. Life is a lot slower when you living it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Than when you living it wrong.
Yeah.
When you living it wrong, you get so many years of incarceration. When you go to jail, you got to be this version of you that you really ain't to be able to fit in there. When you're in the street, you got to put all these titles on yourself. I'm a gangster, I'm a thug, I'm a pimp, I'm a player, I'm a jacker, I'm a thief, I'm a gunner. None of that. These are the things and ways that I got to behave just to be able to fit into the world that I don't fit in.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Yeah, for sure.
I got to be a version of myself that ain't myself because I want to run and hang in an environment that don't fit who I am.
Man.
And when you wake up one day and realize that the pain of understanding that you spent 22 years degrading, damaging, and destroying who you are for all the reasons of you not being who you are, it's like maybe the hardest blow you had to accept. But it also is the best blow you can accept. Know why? Because you can take that experience and you can turn it into your purpose. And you can run back to where you came from, into that same places and them same crevices and them same holes, into the same people, and you can be an example of what coming up out of that look like. And you can give them the blueprint to what change look like. And if you want to ask me, what does it take to change? It takes for you to learn how to love yourself enough to put in the emotional work that it's going to take to forgive yourself for all the pain and punishment you took yourself through when you was being a version of yourself that wasn't you. And once you forgive yourself, you can be able to heal yourself. You can go into next learning how to love yourself, and then you can go into being the best version of yourself.
Because without that shit, you ain't going to be able to do nothing for anybody else.
You going to still be addicted. You just ain't going to be using.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. And I mean, Man, if y'all not understanding the value that y'all getting right now, just from what he just said, man, I need y'all to press rewind. I need y'all to press rewind because y'all got to understand, like, until you take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to help nobody else. You know what I mean? You got to come first in all these aspects, especially the ones that have been dealing with trauma. They've been raped. They've been homeless. They've been drug addiction. They've been incarcerated. They've been wrong, fouled, all of these different things. Like, you really got to sit down and you really have to take note of, like, you got to take all your experiences and you got to write. Like, for me, I'm a big journaler. You got to write that shit down, work that shit out, right? Get some professional help, whatever, get a mentor, get a therapist, counselor, whatever the case may be, because your story is not over.
Man, it's just beginning.
Your story is just developing. You know what I'm saying? And what you can do with that story is you can help save somebody before they go through the same thing you went through. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes what I've been through so meaningful to me is that I can use it as if I went to college for 22 years to go back into my community and give them
School of Hard Knocks, baby. Come on.
I can give them head-on experience on what it is,
Hey,
man.
I can tell you what not to do.
Yeah, I can tell you what not to do. And sometimes I believe telling the person what not to do is more important than telling them what to do.
Hey, man, that's one of my favorite questions. What not to do?
Because if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
But help me not have to go down the dark road to land on my bottom. I've been clean. I said this on the podcast. I've been clean on Sway Show. I said, I've been clean 13 years.
Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment, bro.
I've been clean. That means that I haven't had that drug in my system. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I have been clean of drugs for 13 years. I've been clean mentally for 3.
Come on.
Meaning that it took 10 years for me to get what they call that stinking thinking out my system. Because even though I was clean, I was still trying to bust moves. I was still trying to catch up. I was still trying to impress. I was trying to still live for others. I was still trying to get people to see me as a new version of who I am. I was still trying to get people who don't give a flying fuck about me to care about me.
That's how your disease was active throughout the whole 10 years.
The last 3 years, I fell in love with myself.
Nice. I love that.
You get what I'm saying? So your opinion of who I am, even if it's based on who I was, doesn't matter to me. I'm not trying to correct the way you see me based on a pain that I may have gave you when I was being a version of me that ain't me. If you want to heal our relationship, learn to accept this new version of me, my true version of me. Stop looking at me for the person I was when I wasn't being the person that I am.
Yeah.
Because you're holding on to a mindset of me that was caused at a negative time in my life. When you think what I did to you is bad? You must ain't paid attention to what I did to myself.
Come on, man. Talk about it. Please.
You mad at me?
Can you go into depth about that? Because I don't even think people understand what it is that you're talking about right now. Because, like, yeah, man, and I'm not trying to take away what you've done to other people.
No, I'm not trying to say that.
That's
neither.
hard. I know
I'm
you're
not trying to say that neither. And if anybody that sees this, that know I've done something to them that I may not have gotten in position or had the opportunity to apologize,
we love you.
I love you and I apologize. But I'm not trying to correct it.
Facts. Nah.
I'm trying to get you to have the opportunity to enjoy this new version of me.
Yeah, where you can be around me excited
and happy for me. Not having something negative to say about me because you're speaking from a place that happened 15 years ago. Yeah. And when you saying something, the person that knows me for now is looking at you like, man, you sound like a hater. They not hating. They sound like a herder.
Ooh, because hurt people, man.
They sound like a herder. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
They're speaking from a place of hurt, not from a place of hate.
Yeah.
They're speaking from a place of me doing some damage to them at a time in my life when I was doing the most damage to myself.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to forgive me like I was able to forgive me. That I wasn't able to build a relationship with myself until I was able to forgive myself.
And you know, the thing about that too is, and I'm glad you said that, is like, you know what I mean, the forgiveness. You don't gotta forgive me right off the top. And this is for me. You don't gotta forgive me because I've done a lot of bad shit out there.
Right.
You don't gotta forgive me.
Right.
But just know that I forgave myself for doing the things that I did. And I'm going to show you by my actions that I'm a different person. Because at the end of the day,
but
like,
can you give me that?
I cannot fucking change what I did.
Can you give me that?
And yeah,
can
like,
you give us that?
Man, please. Because
you know
it's
what
like,
I'm saying?
And I apologize to anybody out there that I have done that wrong to. Right. And it's like a lot of family has been cut off and shit like that because they're not able to get with the new program.
Because you're not the person that they once
and
knew.
Man, bro, Unc, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think I've ever shared this on the podcast.
Well, let's hear it, man.
I had to
we need to hear it.
Man, facts, for sure, because I had to cut off some close family. Well, they probably think they cut me off. Right? I mean, real close. Real close. Like, been there since I came out the womb, held me and everything,
and
right?
They don't even understand how much it hurt.
Listen. And I'm telling you, like, the hardest part for me is when I got clean, they told me, oh, you think you better than everyone. Oh my God. Man,
Talk about it, man. Because sometimes we need to get it out.
Oh no. You think I'm better than everyone? Hell no. I think I'm better than who I used to be.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Like, hold on, what did you talk? You love me more when I was out there stealing cars, robbing, stealing, and dealing and doing all this and putting the needle in my arm.
Talk about it.
You love me more then, but now that I'm trying to do good for myself and I'm on this elevator of elevation and I'm going up and up and up, you know what I mean? And nothing could stop me, right? I'm doing all of these things, but then at the same time, it's like, oh, but you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Like I never, ever took away for everything that's got done for me. In the most hardest times, made sure there was a birthday cake every birthday, even though I didn't have no presents. But that's just me being greedy, right? Me wanting what other kids had. You know what I'm saying? But I did have a birthday cake. I did have somebody that cared about me. I did have somebody that loved me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like shit, like, you know what I mean? I had to learn this shit on my own. You know what I mean? Becoming this new version of me. And I just posted the other day. And I post a lot about life. And like, I don't want anybody to think that I'm out there and I'm like, my post is like I'm talking to people and I'm telling people what to do. I'm really talking to myself. But if you can relate,
I was just gonna tell you that.
If you can relate with what the fuck I'm going through. When I tell you life is fucking hard, life is fucking hard for me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you some shit that's going on in my life.
I'm telling you, like, this shit, Instagram, all these stories and shit you see on the videos, like that shit look good. But I'm gonna tell you right now, BTS behind the scenes. Man, this shit is tough, and that's why I put that shit out there to let you know, like, yeah, this shit look good.
But it ain't.
This shit look good, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't feel good.
But
a lot of the time.
But I'm happy to being able to go through this tough time.
Man, come on, clean. That's what I'm talking about, like being able to navigate. So it gives me a better
opportunity to deal with it. That don't mean I'm gonna be successful.
Man, I don't even know, like, man, people that ain't lived in it, man, they gotta keep their opinion out of it, man. And I just started saying that shit last night because it makes so much sense. It's like, if you ain't living in this, keep your opinion out of it, right? Because at the end of the day, like, you're not understanding, like, yeah, life is hard. Marriage is hard. I just got married last year. I'm coming up on
don't know what
1 year anniversary.
Don't know what that looks like. But jumped into it and trying to be the best version of yourself in it.
And I'm gonna tell you, this last year's been harder than the last 7 years we've been together. But am I gonna run off and take some?
No.
I might throw out some empty threats and be like, I'm leaving, I'm going to get an apartment. But am I really gonna do that? Hell no. Nah. You know what I mean? I'm just processing. That's that trauma shit that I'm dealing with. I was just gonna tell you, that's the
trauma shit you're dealing with.
Yeah, and it ain't nobody's fault.
Ain't nobody's fault, man. And sometimes people have to understand that because, like, for me, right, in this version of who I am and how I'm seen to my community, to the people in my life, to the people that I go all out for, they may have this new expectation of me based on this new person that I've become. That don't mean I don't got a whole lot of shit going on inside of me that's gonna allow me to make a bad choice of decision every now and then.
And you know, another thing I want to really tap on too is like, don't think that I excommunicated your ass because I don't come around no more. Sometimes I just can't go back to them places.
For me.
You know what I mean? Like,
for me.
Yeah, if you want to continue to see me shining and doing the things I'm doing, I got to have certain boundaries.
I gotta have, and people that don't have boundaries don't understand boundaries.
I got to understand that I can't go back to this block, this radius of the block that I used to be confined to. Mm-hmm. I can't do that.
And you know what? I deal with that. I deal with that daily. When, a person that say life is about growth.
Ooh, oh, come on, plant the seed, water it, and see the tree grow, baby. Come on.
Because you haven't grown.
Yeah.
Don't make me where I supposed to not grow because of that. So if I don't hang out where you hang out no more, that don't mean I don't care about it. That just means I can't allow myself to go back to something that has so much of a challenge in times in my life. I can't go hang out there with you because when I get there, the things that it takes for me to be able to be okay in that environment consists of me going to a state of mind that no longer lives inside of me. So now I come down here with you, I gotta go back to thinking, man, I gotta get a pistol, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Oh man, I done robbed 4 or 5 cats around here. So now I got to be, when a person walks, what's up with you? I gotta be a version of myself I don't wanna be. I'm not coming here or I'm not hanging out here because I don't care about here. Mm-hmm. This place is scary for me.
Man.
And the only way for me to be sane is to be away from that place and come through this place every now and then trying to spread the message of what being away from here looks like. But if you expect me to stay here with you, I'd rather you hate me than me come be accepted by you for being down here with you.
Because I felt so hard in the depths of hell, hitting that cold concrete. They're trying to be accepted.
You get what I'm saying?
Being afraid of being hated.
Man.
And I deal with that shit today. Still trying to be accepted. You know what I mean? That's how my disease has been active lately. I just want to be accepted. Oh my God, I want these clicks. Yeah. I want this. I want that. I'm afraid about what people think about me. Fuck that.
You see what I came in today?
Yeah, and I know you getting over a cold, man.
I don't wear nothing but Vans, man. I don't.
My guy almost.
Yeah, I'm going through some things.
Hey, that shit knocked you down like Frazier, baby.
And you know what? you know what I contribute to being able to be okay? How I'm feeling right now. Don't even have 1% of comparison to what I did to myself. Mm. And if I was able to overcome the damage I did to me, yeah, this shit gonna pass.
Man, for real.
I sit here, sleep, headaches, this, that. It's gonna go away. As long as I keep fighting to try to make sure that it does. But man, ain't nothing worse than being balled up on a bullpen floor, sick.
Yeah, I'm trying to
while people coming in and out of this bullpen that you don't know if somebody you did dirt to is gonna pop that door, and you don't have the ability, the strength, or nothing else inside of you to even fight that battle. That's the worst vulnerable feeling in the world, bro. Is to be in a bullpen and see somebody that you done something to, and they got all they. And you like,
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I do. 1,000%.
So if I can, this other little shit that I go through in life, bro,
hey,
don't mean nothing, man.
Cause you laying on that.
Try that.
You laying on that cold concrete.
Try that.
And you'll be lucky to have a
from bullpen to bullpen to bullpen. Mm-hmm. Wondering every time that door crack, is somebody gonna walk in here I done something to, and I know I ain't got a lick of fight into me.
I'm gonna have to take this ass stomping.
I'm just glad I got some people in here that care about me. Yeah, that's sure. But go home, but get back, bro. We got you, bro. We ain't gonna nobody do nothing to you. If a motherfucker wanna see you about something you done, they gonna have to see you when you back on the same level of playing field that they on.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You feel me?
And that's that character. That's
That's that character, because
right?
no matter if I was doing wrong, I still kept my character
That's
together.
that character, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Is that people don't understand? Like you ain't living in it. Keep your opinion out of it. You don't understand that like the people that's out there. Yeah, we might be doing bad. We might be doing this, but we do have a character.
Keep our character together.
You know what I'm saying? I might not be cool with him, but I'm cool with you. And when I'm cool with you, like it's a different type of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna break bread together. We gonna eat together. Shit. You gonna get this half a pack of ramen, and I'm gonna take the other pack. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
the
this is how we
cold thing
do
about it, right? 9 times out of 10, when you see somebody you done something to, when they see you doing better, that's they payback for what you did to them. Because they able to see you differently now. I know you, so I know that person that you are right now wouldn't have done what you did to me. So I'm gonna let that go, because now I see you in a different light. I only seen you in a dark light before, but now I see you in your shining light.
Yeah. Nah, and just to know, like, you know, I'm thinking about it right now, laying on that cold concrete, man, being lucky if you had a roll of tissue to put your head
under. Man, they don't know that. What you say? What's your slogan? What's your new slogan? Don't talk what?
Oh, if you ain't lived, then keep your opinion out of it. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna use that one, man. If you ain't lived in it, keep your opinion out of it.
Yeah.
Because your opinion don't come from a place of being there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? And it's good, you know what I mean? But like, I want to talk to you a little bit. I know your drug addiction. How old was you when you first took your first drug?
Probably like 20. Man, we're gonna say smoking weed or something that younger. But I'm talking about when I first started with destroying
the heroin.
20.
20. Yeah. And then did it ever escalate to like shooting it, or it was just all tooting it?
See all them tracks?
Yes, sir.
See all them tracks? See all them tracks?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you where them tracks come from? From thinking that I was
a phlebotomist.
When I didn't know nothing about what it looked like to be one, and blowing all my veins up.
Yeah.
So yes, I've been there.
Yeah, all the way to the deepest and to the darkest.
Darkest. I ain't scared to share it, man. That's what I've been through.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Neck shots, all that.
Hey, we don't look like what we've been through.
Neck shots, all that.
Hey, I want to tell you, I want to give you your flowers too, because your beard on point, man.
Yours is nice too. I wish I can get mine kind of that long, but I once
yours look like a miniature mine though.
Once it started getting there, it get rough. It get mine. So the grays change the texture of your hair.
Yeah.
So it makes it like Brillo.
Oh, okay.
So it really be real rough, man. But I appreciate it, man. I know, we on a on a time thing, man, and
no, we good.
But what I really want to tell you, man, is that
we slide.
Okay, is that I really what I appreciate the most from this opportunity is the opportunity that we're having to help a whole lot of people that's been through what we've been through, that might not be at a place in their life yet where they're willing, open, or strong enough to share with other people.
Mm-hmm. No, and that was the follow-up question, because everything leads into another one. I'm pretty sure you're a chess player. Would I be wrong if I said that you wasn't a chess player?
I know to push a pawn and move a rook.
Okay. Yeah. So it's always, we 3 steps ahead. So it's like, from the time you took your first drug, when you were smoking weed, probably early 12, 13, probably.
Right. Like 14, somewhere up in there.
Same with me. I was homeless at 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, mom would go to prison. I would have to sleep on the street because of the shit I was involved with. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want none of that popping off.
And at other family members' houses.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, no, you can't come here. Oh, but he can. So it's like, now I'm still trying to be accepted. So when we, young, whatever, first drug or something, because what I want to do is I want to speak to the kids out there for a minute. It's like, you know what I mean? You might be struggling right now. You might be wanting to be accepted. You might not know what to do, and you still contemplating. Because if you already jumped off the porch, then you've already started making grown man decisions.
Yeah, if you don't or not.
You know what I'm
If you
saying?
know it or not.
Yeah. You've already, and I'm
You
telling you.
already made a choice. Look, so I want to say that, and I don't want to take away from what you're trying to say,
No,
right?
go ahead.
So this is what I want to say, right? I made a post, right, and it said this, right? Right now, if you was 17 and you was at school and we was going on a field trip tomorrow, what would you have to do?
You had to get your guardian slip signed. You would have to get your parents' permission.
Do you know why? Because you're not responsible enough from society to be able to say, okay, yes, until you're 18.
Yeah.
These kids ain't getting permission slips from their parents to run in these streets, man.
No.
To turn into drug addicts, to turn into gangsters.
Yeah.
They're not. Once the permission slip is removed, once you think that you're bigger than a permission slip, that's when you begin to slip.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, boy.
Because you ain't going to your parents about what you're going through.
Nah, you're not.
You hiding from them what you're making choices and decisions for, and you're not allowing them to guide you any longer. A permission slip was put in place for a reason. It was so you wouldn't slip.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of our kids are making adult decisions, not understanding the permission slip part of that.
Yeah.
That's like saying the big homie, right? Say you're a big homie or whatever. You know, we the guy outside that the kids look up to. We got a fancy car, 2-3 good pretty girls that pull up. Before we start doing shit that don't make sense to what we're supposed to be doing, we don't go run that by him. We just start doing it. These kids are doing a lot of stuff in life that they just start doing without running it by nobody. That's why mentorship is so important, because somebody need to be in place in that person, that child's life, that they can go be open to without judgment to get the right feedback from.
1000%. And you know it's a one important, because I know you mentioned something earlier and it crossed my mind again. The one important thing that has to do with the mentorship and all of that, because all of that shit sounds real.
Right.
It sounds real good. And all of this stuff we talking about sounds
Right,
real
good. Yeah.
But are they ready to accept that? And you know how it happens is they might not be ready to accept it, but just as persistent as they are when they like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, it's upon us as the mentors and the good examples to be just as persistent, but be showing by action.
Right. Showing by action is one. The most important role of a mentor
Being real
is planting seeds.
Yeah, planting seeds.
That means that what you planted might not grow today.
Yeah,
but it has the opportunity to grow because it's planted.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Mm-hmm. As long as you continue to water it daily by vision, by sound, and by a follow-up, at some point that kid gonna get what you're telling them. Because let me tell you this, right? The same person that's telling the kid not to do this, it's another person who looks just like that person telling that same kid to do that. They're both adults. So one adult is taking part in my destruction, and one adult is trying to take part in my reconstruction. Mm-hmm. But who am I to tell a kid not to use a gun when it's another adult saying, here go a gun to go kill with? We're confusing them with our adultship, about being in position to be a destructive role model or a positive role model. We look the same because we both adults to them. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, you might be telling me to do right, but you telling me I should listen to you because you grown, right? There's other cat telling me I should listen to him because he grown too. But he telling me all the shit I need to hear that's going to be able to manipulate my childlike mind to do some shit that he no longer want to do because he's grown.
Because he got what I want, though.
Because he got what I want.
Because he got what I want, and that's attractive.
That's attractive.
Yeah, and I always said this too early in recovery when I started working in it, is that working with the men is... because Because even men
Right.
coming from jail
Right.
still had that childlike mind,
I'm about
and
to
they
tell
still
you.
trying to figure it out.
Men.
And then and it's like, okay, but you want to be treated like a man, but hold on, we got to do something. What we got to do is reconstruct your whole thinking process.
Because you don't even know what that looks like.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta take all of the feelings out of it and just use our brain for once. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, and then I used to always tell this too, is like some people still would not get it and they would leave, and then they would come back and they would leave, and it was on me to do the assessment and bring people in to this program.
Right.
Because I went from digging a dumpster, stealing cars, shooting dope, sleeping on the park benches, all of this shit, to being the one responsible to be bringing people in this program that I graduated from. Right. And I used to tell them all the time, like, hey, I got 3 questions for you. What do you want to do with your life? Right. What are you going to use this opportunity for? And are you just trying to get out of jail? Mm-hmm. And this is, or, you know, even the people like coming off the streets too. Right. You just need somewhere to sleep. You just need somewhere to sleep.
What's your why?
Which is fine. Yeah. What is that, right? Because if you just want to get out of jail, it's cool. I'm gonna sign the slip for you to get out, because I know when you get here, we gonna plant enough seeds in you, and you gonna feel like, oh shit, this is where I needed to be the whole time. Right. But then some of the people would leave. Right. And they were like, Justin, why do you keep doing this? And I says, you know,
because at some point somebody gonna get it. I wouldn't give them the opportunity.
Yeah. You know, and I'm like this too, though. And then I just go, and then they would be like, well, I keep trying to help this person and they're not listening. What would you do? And I say, help not wanted is help not needed. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and they were like, what? And I'm like, help not wanted is help not needed. Now, I'm not saying that if you feel just to want to go out there and continue to help people, I'm never going to take that purpose and shine from you, because I'm always going to be the helper. Right. I'm always going to help people. But I'm going to tell you right now, you going to continue to keep hitting that brick wall because they not ready yet. You know, but what you doing is you throwing them seeds out there and you just graze through it a couple of times, because I work with kids too. Right. Substance use counseling for the kids in Richmond and all of that. And I even did a backpack drive in Richmond, did spray ground backpacks, all of this stuff for the kids in Richmond just last year, last August. You know what I'm saying? And because giving back to them and understanding like, hey, look, they like, hey, you the one with the spray ground backpacks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. They remember you from that. So now you done something for them. They listen to you.
You the one with the spray ground. Mm-hmm. Oh, you cool. Yeah. Oh, you cool. Oh, you don't talk like you look.
You know what I think helped me the most, and this is a topic that we haven't covered. Like, I'll transition into it for us. How I got clean.
Oh yeah, we was getting there.
You get what I'm saying?
The turning point. What was the turning point? Let me just ask you that. Mm-hmm. Through all that destruction, because it was 3 questions after the last one I answered, and because this deep conversation, exactly what you asked for. It was a deep conversation for sure. When you use your first substances and then you sitting in there, what was your turning point that made you change the perspective and the thought process and becoming somebody? 2011. What was that turning point that created 2012?
So I'll say 2009.
Okay.
May have created, is when the turning point may have been.
The seed was planted
for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. About that, 'cause if you plant seeds, they want to know when your seed was planted. Yeah.
I think my daughter.
Okay.
I had her, and remember we talked about both of us sharing something about finding things and blaming it on someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My daughter used to find my things.
Oh.
And bring them to me. She didn't have to wonder.
She knew.
And I think one of the times, man.
Damn, bro, that's heavy.
I think one of the times, man, she my daughter is my dog, but my world, she changed my life in so many ways, man. And I'm so privileged.
What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Iyani.
Iyani?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Iyani. Shout out to Iyani, man.
But I just at 2-3 years old, not understanding that her love for me.
That's my daddy.
Taught me how to love me.
Come on, man.
Her finding my
Come on, share that, huh?
Her finding my utensils. Mm-hmm. And saying, Daddy, I'm gonna hide this from the world for you. Here, Daddy. Yeah. At that young of an age, understanding or not understanding how important that was to my change and how much it hurted me enough to want to change. You get what I'm saying? And starting my mission on going to get methadone or trying it or trying. Yeah, and for 2-3 years, I failed at getting clean.
Come on, man.
But I was fighting at that. That's when my fight began.
Yeah.
My daughter created a fight in me from her loving me in a way that I never felt love from any human being in life. By just showing me, here, Daddy, I'm going to protect you. I don't want nobody to know that you lost this. You shouldn't have this. I know this yours. No matter how hard you're trying to hide this from me, I know it's yours. I'm going to give it to you so nobody else be tripping on me finding it. And you get what I'm saying? So I end up going to
Isn't God so good?
man, it's amazing.
Amazing.
So I end up catching. I used to be selling bikes at the flea market. I used to be buying all the stolen bikes, right? And then go to the flea market and sell them.
Yeah.
So I was selling them on Craigslist. I ended up posting one on Craigslist that I actually stole.
Okay. Well.
Somebody came to buy it. BART police set me up. They got me.
Yeah.
Went to court in Martinez. The judge say, I never did this shit. She said, I got something for you today. I said, what's that? She said, I'm gonna give you 3 years, right? Or I'm gonna give you 12 months at Salvation Army. Which one you want? I said, can we come back to the next court date? And she said, no. I need you to make that decision on. I think she's just telling me to decide today and you come back in 30 days and get sentenced. So I said, I was tired. I knew I was tired. I was beat down, broke down. I was still being able to be okay, but I wasn't okay.
Come on.
I said, give me the program. I'll take it. Ooh. I've turned programs down. It was easier for me to go to jail.
Yeah.
I took the program, right?
Because that's hard. That's something that
you know what she told
never
me?
did before.
You know what she told me? All right, well, tomorrow check yourself in. What? Like, she said, like 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
I said, whoa. My life just changed. I went to the program. I was dirty, Salvation Army, downtown Oakland. They sent me to Cherry Hill.
Pops went to Salvation Army.
I went to Cherry Hill. I got a good, amazing Salvation Army story. I'm going to tell you about it right now. Went to Cherry Hill. Sat there 3-4 days. In Cherry Hill, I took a shower. In that shower, as I'm showering, I'm rubbing on myself. Just soaping myself up. I felt myself in a way that I had never felt myself before. Meaning that as I'm showering, I'm crying. I'm bawling out saying, this ain't you. You way better than this. Look how you got yourself looking. Look how you got yourself feeling, bro.
You became one of them.
I just started crying, boo-hooing. So after that, I went to the program, right? I stayed in the program. After that, 3 weeks. I went out to the docks. I took a wallet, brand new wallet. I didn't take it. I just needed a wallet for my stuff. I put it in my back pocket. I go back in. Some days they search you when you come back in. Some days they don't. I came back in. Somebody probably on the docks told on me.
When you talk about the docks, you're talking about the working docks.
The working
when
docks
the stuff come in, right? Yeah.
So look, so boom.
For Salvation Army,
For Salvation Army, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
because it's a working program.
It's a working program. So boom, I come back in. It was this guy by the name of John Long used to run it, right? Catch me with the wallet, kick me out. Boom, right? When you get kicked out, you can come back in 30 days.
And start all over. Day one.
3 weeks, right? Check this out, though. Boom. Come back, 30 days, stay clean, go to court, just say, I'm gonna let you go back. I stayed there 6 months. 3 days before my 6th grade graduation to go into the next phase of the program, I come back 1 minute late. Kick me out. I'm mad. Like, fuck this program shit, bro. You feel me?
It wasn't the program problem. It was a you problem.
It was a problem. It wasn't, know what it was? It wasn't a problem at all.
Ooh.
It was a purpose.
I love that. Yeah,
Wasn't a problem, it was a purpose, right? So boom. I come back, I go back to court. After I go back to court, the judge say, you know what, I'm gonna let you go back. But this time, since this program is talking so highly of you, I'm not gonna make you start the year over. I'm gonna add that 6 months to your year. Go do another 6 months. When I got back to the program, I gotta start back.
Day one.
Day one.
Yeah, they don't play.
From starting back day one, I become the leader of everything around me. Because I've been through everything that everybody in these next 6 months gotta go through. So it gave me the position to understand the power in being a leader. So when people going through stuff, I can talk to them about it. When they going through, man, I'm about to leave, I can talk them out of it. Man, I got kicked, man, I've been kicked out twice. I can be so much influence in people beginning stages in them groups that we gotta go through in the first 6 months. My voice matters because I've been here.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that. I didn't understand that at first, right? I ended up graduating that program. I ended up working inside of the rehabilitation part-time. I ended up going from working part-time to being a dock supervisor. I went from being the dock supervisor to the transportation supervisor to the person who takes the trucks that tell the truck what house to go to, what to pick up. I end up running the warehouse completely, right? In that process, I was able to affect so many other men that still clean right now because I was able to understand the program from the working aspect of it and from the rehabilitation aspect of it, and I was able to treat men like men instead of writing you up to make you miss your weekend visit with your family. I had a thing that I do, right? When somebody messed up on my docs, I say stop. When they know they caught up, bro, I say stop. And they say, what's up? They already know. I say turn around. And I kick them dead in their ass.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Listen to me. Pow! Do you want to, if I write you up, you ain't going out with your family this weekend.
Yeah.
You want me to kick you in your ass? Or you want me to write you up? Some people, my nigga gonna keep me in my ass. I said, let me tell you something. I want you to tell life that when you fuck up. Because every time you fuck up, life gonna kick you in your ass way harder than I do.
And see, what they don't understand is you will have what you just been through. You've already been through
Been
the
through
program.
this. I done been
So
I'm not working.
Program
So
like
I
once or
already know.
twice.
I already know. Writing you up is only gonna get a program hella hours for you to have to work here on the weekend because they want to work for they because it's. So I understand all this. So let me kick you in your ass because that's what life gonna do to you when you go back out there and fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm not kicking you in your ass to kick you in your ass. I'm trying to give you like a metaphor type feeling about life. When you get caught doing something you ain't got no business, this is the punishment. Life will kick you smooth in your ass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't kick him hard. I wouldn't kick him to the point of trying to hurt him. Bam, you feel me? To be like, understand that that's what happens in life when you mess up. You get kicked in the ass. And if you want me to kick you in the ass every day, fuck up every day. If you want to stop kicking in that, getting kicked in the ass, because I'm not kicking you ass in the bathroom. I'm kicking you ass in front of everybody else's ass I done kicked. So when you walk in, they're going to be like, bro, I'll be looking out for it. You know what I'm saying? He really could ride us up, bro, but you know what I'm saying? He really trying to teach us life because I had been through it. Mm-hmm. And it had just got to the point where I didn't really agree with everything Salvation Army. Outside of the program had going on, so I just removed myself. But that's what did it for me. That's what allowed me to grow into my seed planting into being who I am today. Being able to go through that program, to be able to work that program, be able to be there for the people after, because the people that there, they knew Unc used to be in the program. So I'm like, they be like, what? Man, he was in the program. He graduated the program and started working here, bro. He ain't just no outside employee. Like, I sacrificed. They paid us pennies on a dollar, brother, work there. But the experience I got about life, about work, and about me is what saved my life and helped me grow into who I am. So for those reasons, I tell Salvation Army, thank you. only for those reasons. You get what I'm saying? But that's kind of where it started for me, man. But my initial reason to getting clean was because of my daughter, bro.
If you ain't gonna do it if you can't do it for yourself, do it for somebody else, and that's another misconception.
And do it for somebody else until you can learn how to love yourself and do it for you. Love if your love for somebody else can get you to do something, do it until you love yourself. But don't make it your purpose.
Because that's a misconception. Because I used to always say like, they like, oh, you can't do this for your daughter, you can't do this for your family, man. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Hell no. Yeah. I used to tell him, I said, don't listen to that.
Yeah.
To a counselor used to tell him this.
Right. That's the statement. That's why I say, remember we started this earlier, and I said I don't agree with everything that got to do with programs.
Yeah. And I pulled them aside, you know, and they like, man, Justin, you so real, like, you know, you like whoop whoop, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, bro, check this out. You're gonna have to do it for somebody.
Before you ever do it for yourself.
You don't give a fuck about yourself
to do it.
Enough to do it. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you got a baby, every time you want to walk out that door and get high, I want you to remember the time you was crying in my office, filling out the intake forms, and about I want to do this for my kids. I want to do this for them. I want you to remember your daughter. I want you to remember your son. I want you to remember your mama. I want you to remember that shit because that's what's gonna motivate you to stay your ass put.
Away from them places.
And I said, man, you can follow all the rules in jail.
It's easy.
Man, what? The dep tell you something? Yes, sir, I got you. I'll mop that up for you right now.
They don't gotta tell you. You asking if I can do it.
Oh my God.
Do you want to get real about it?
Oh man.
I'm not I'm asking you, can I mop the tear? I ain't waiting for you to tell me to do it.
Yeah.
So come on, man, let's just be real. I'm asking you if I be a power worker. I ain't waiting for you to find me to be one.
I'm praying. Please.
Yeah, so come on, man.
Come on,
I get outside, I don't want to go sign up for a job, but I can go to jail.
And then you talking about, we got all these rules, can't have a phone, can't do this.
Man.
Motherfucker, fuck up out of here. You gotta lose that. I gotta break down that thought process and who you thought you used to be, because that's not who you truly are.
Right,
you gotta take those masks off.
You gotta take the masks off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just not really understanding it. And it's just like anybody out there listening to this, like, if you struggling right now, man, hey, DM me. Because I will get
DM us.
Yeah, DM me, DM us. We can get you connected to a program. I could get you in the Cherry Hill. If you in the Contra Costa area, I can get you in the West Care. Like, I got all these connections. If you want a program, a year program, a 30-day program.
If you need I won't say if you need a sponsor, but if this dude, man,
he need a mentor.
If this dude, man, he hit me from SAC the other day, man. He said he just, I get him a lot, but like, but I really look up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? About, we come from the same. It's not the Caucasian dude you know what I'm saying? Like, I look up to you, bro. And I look up to you because you're so open about what you've been through.
Yeah.
And you don't understand how the people that's going through it, how they seeing that, and they saying, you giving us hope, right? So he told me a story about how he got a car, got a nice car, his girl going through some shit. She tell him to sell it. He feel like if he sell it, just now everything he ever established from the game is gone and woo. And then he tell me, man, but I'm gonna check myself into this program on the 3rd or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I tell him, I said, man, how about I walk you through that program? How about in whatever way we can stay in contact while you going through that in your first early days of being out of that, I do it with you. He said, huh? I said, yeah, I want to do it with you, brother. I want to do it with you because I understand how important having someone in place that care about you enough to help you go through something. Because all the other people that you want to help you only know you for who you've been being. They sitting here wanting you to do better, waiting for you to fuck up.
I got an idea for you after this.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, something popped in. I got an idea that I've been...
Most of the people who want you to do better are the people that's sitting there waiting for you to fuck up.
We're going to have to collab on more than just this podcast.
Most definitely.
More, on life.
On life, and, man. That's why I told you, bro. Life is purpose, right?
Yeah.
You posted something, I jumped in your thing to see what it's about. I hit you and said, brother, let's do this podcast, not for you, but for the viewers.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? We having this conversation today because it means a lot to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the reason that it means a lot to us is because we want to get the message to the people, brother.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody out there struggling, don't know what to do?
I would say, don't give up on yourself. Don't beat yourself up too hard for the decisions and choices that you're making, because right now that might be the only thing that you have inside of you to be able to know about life, is to be able to go and do the things that you're accustomed to doing, because that's the only thing that's going on inside of you. I would tell you to look for somebody outside of yourself to have some belief in, and allow that person to support you or what you're going through without an ego, without expectations. Just giving yourself to that person and say, you know what? Help me out, man. I'm here for you. Because the people who have already been through what you're going through are the people that understand you the most and are the people that can help you the most. But it's only one way to change. You have to begin to forgive yourself, and you have to begin to love yourself. If you don't do those two things, you're going to stay clean for 6 months, 6 years, 6 days, 6 hours, and you're going to relapse. Because you haven't done the most important thing. Made you matter to you.
I love that, man. I love that. And I mean, there's so many things that I want to cover, man. We probably gonna have to do.
No, we're gonna do some part twos.
Yeah,
we're gonna do some parts, man.
Part
you know what I
two.
mean?
You know
We're
what
gonna do
I'm
some
saying?
parts,
And
man.
I know you and Neff about to start up your own little podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's something I could be bring
Oh no, for
value
sure.
to.
No, for sure. I'm gonna bring you on. Allow you to be a part
100%.
of this conversation that we're having. I think this is more so something that's a series and not a moment. Because as we grow, we're gonna have better information to share with the people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't think that we're having this conversation today based on something that we decided to do. I think it's more so a godly moment.
No, for sure.
And something that he put and put us both in position to be able to do today. Understand me? And he probably have a bigger plan than we understand at this moment. But he had to use this moment to put that plan together.
I want to run it back for you real quick. And I want you to understand that from the beginning of this podcast starting, and I'm not going to say that I've been on fire, but Breaking Impossibilities has been on fire.
Right.
Right? From the very beginning, I got a list of people I want on the podcast.
Right.
Right? Neff is one of them.
Right.
For sure.
For sure.
Because of what he does
Right.
for the community.
Right.
Which y'all do
right.
for the community. And I've reached out to him many times.
Right.
And he like hit up Gary.
Yeah.
I've hit up Gary, sent Gary email.
Right.
I've not got a response.
I'll take care of it.
That ain't even a
Okay.
Fab respond to me on his own.
His own. Yeah.
So it's like
he'll respond.
I just need to holler at you. Right? But I understand time is money and shit is valuable, right?
Yeah.
And I get that 100%, right? Especially when you don't know somebody and somebody coming through your DMs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a
business
big,
come through DMs.
It's a big difference. Yeah.
Business come
when
through
I
DMs.
shot you the email and I shoot you the package offer, because there's an offer, there's a package for all of this. You know, this is a business too.
Yeah, I say, huh?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
But this just come with the email.
Yeah. I said, okay, good. And I wasn't offended. What did I tell you back?
Yeah.
I said, thank you for sending it to me like this, because now it helps me understand.
100%. But then, you know what I mean? As much as I'm like, oh, boom, and then anything podcast, I know I need to be a part of because that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Anything a podcast, anything interviews, I need to put, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. But I like, share, comment on all the stuff that I love to see happen in the community, right? And when I shot that post out there, or when I shot that comment,
right?
Oh yeah, we need to collab,
right.
100%.
Right.
It wasn't no anything behind it. Just
No,
like we need to
no,
connect.
and I seen it.
And boom, you hit me.
Right.
And I seen it slide through, but I got an ad running right now.
Right, okay.
So I got a bunch of DMs coming in.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And it's a bunch of fluff too, because I'm shooting them like, hey, look, we can highlight your business. I'm not only gonna put you on the podcast, but I'm about to highlight you. So when I seen the Hunkster, it didn't connect for me.
For me at first,
But something told me, and it's always God.
It's always God. It ain't never something.
God.
It's always
God. God, man, go in there, because you go into a request. You go into a whole different realm.
Yeah, see, I don't know how it goes to you.
You go. It comes under, like, you got your primary.
General and other things.
You got your ads. Right?
Yeah.
You went into the ad bucket, and I go in there, and I'm like, and I click on it, and I'm like, I'll be damned.
Right.
My purpose and my goal.
Right.
Or my goal might have been to get Fab on.
Right.
But the purpose was to connect with you.
Exactly.
And him too. Don't get it twisted.
On two different.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I think that me and my nephew are two different people.
1,000%.
With one purpose. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that even though your shot is at him, it's for the purpose of what that looks like. The purpose that we're having today had nothing to do with me or you.
No.
That's what I want you to understand.
No, it don't.
It had everything to do with God, brother.
Absolutely. And to form one. Form one, right?
Form one.
Yeah, I got after we cut this scene,
Sure.
I'm gonna tell you I got something in the works. But like, bro, my point is, y'all, is don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Whatever it is, because you have no idea what the outcome is gonna be.
Right.
When Steph Curry throws that ball up, 1,000% of the time, when he's putting it up, he's already thinking he made the shot.
You know why? Because he's made that shit 1,000 times.
1,000 times. Yeah. But he's thinking that he's making a shot. And even a kid that's shooting the basketball
thinks he can make the shot because Steph makes it.
He's shooting to make it.
Because Steph makes it.
You don't know what the outcome is going to be. It's a 50-50 chance. Either you're going to make it or you're going to miss it. But I'm going to tell you right now, as long as you continue to shoot your shot and you continue to be consistent, it don't even have to be quality, but be consistent with the things that you find purpose in, that you find value in, that you're trying to help people, and you're trying to do the things you need to do to make a change. I'm going to tell you right now, that ball is going to go in the basket 100% of the time. So don't be afraid to take your shot, man.
Most definitely.
So, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Hey.
Man, you know, I really, man, like I say, man, we're gonna allow us to cut this short today because we already know that this is gonna be something that's ongoing for us and for the people that, you get what I'm saying? I want to thank God
for sure
on this show for allowing us to have this opportunity to come together. You know when God puts something together.
One time.
You want me to tell you how the feeling that you get when you know God is in control of something is not a play. This wasn't a play. This was a purpose.
Purpose, yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And God put purpose together, brother. And I wanna go into that purpose with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I thank you for that because it's a lot of things we can do.
For sure.
And as you see,
we out.
God was like, we done.
Yeah, we done. You know
hey, but at the end of the day, y'all, you already know what time it is. Breaking Impossibilities is where we use real life stories to help people grow and break those impossibilities. We had a fabulous guest. I mean, see, as we ran over time, we did as much, we did the most. I mean, that's what's happened when you have somebody here having a genuine conversation and to help people. Right. I really believe that we're going to touch somebody.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you don't already know, man, everything for him is going to be down in the description. His link to his Instagram, his mentor program. He's on the web. If you go to mentor.org, you can slide through and see.
Holloway, mentor.org.
Holloway. You're going to see Ernest Holloway is one of the mentors. There ain't no picture there because I did look.
Yeah, okay.
There ain't no picture there, but we're going to get you one there.
Yeah, we'll
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Help me get professional. I need that.
At the end of the day, I'm going to tell y'all right now, man, if you know anybody struggling, anybody going through it, I want you to tap in. I'm going to have all the descriptions down below. I'm going to have everything for SAMHSA, mental health, drug addiction, counseling, centers, all of that down below. Because if we all help one person, this world is going to be a much better place. So remember to believe in yourself, trust yourself, and love yourself, because anything is possible. You're possible. Shout out to the sponsors as well. Kraken Media, Diamond Business, Bloom Real Estate, and everybody else, man. Hey, let's get it, man. Come on.